10 seconds, so should be back by now. So hello out there in YouTube land. I'm Fnord, and you're watching The Color Animal Inn. This is episode 14, part 2, I believe, wherein our intrepid adventurers are fixing to go and hopefully end the source of all this undead critter stuff that's been going on. So in the last game, you would have seen everybody get together and talk about old times. In this game, hopefully, we are at least have an idea of what we're doing. So let me ask the players, what is that going to be?
Collect all of the shinies.
Yeah, we're going to head to the Mystery Cave and go through that electrical portal.
Cool.
And then we're going to kill whatever's through it.
Yes, I mean, unless it's like a damsel in distress.
But what if they are
Damsel in
nice?
distress, it's actually like she'll actually turn out to be a disguised lich or something.
Yeah, no.
I mean-
if there's a damsel in there, she's in distress because we're gonna kill her.
Okay. Or you're going to eat her. Okay.
What is the plan for getting there? There is no guide to take you. Or more accurately, the guide who normally takes you is not here. He's in the hospital.
Well, we can follow the same path that he led us on previously and go to where that obelisk fell over and work our way from there.
Well, Newman's been to the Mystery
Do we
Cave a
actually
couple
know the
times.
way from there? Because, remember, it turns out he actually takes us on a stupidly convoluted route, which is what let him get ambushed by bandits, so serves him right, really.
Well, if we can get there, I remember all of us unanimously deciding that one specific direction was towards the caves that we were supposed to go to, but we had to go away from.
No. What it was is, the direction we originally came from to get into that area, turns out, if we'd gone back on ourselves that way, that would have taken us to the cave. That's what we decided.
No, that would have brought us back to the town because we were trying to get back to the town.
Remember, there was we arrived in the map in the top left-hand corner on the one side of a bridge, right? And eventually we found out that actually that top left-hand corner was the way you'd go to get to the caves, and that he'd been bringing us back on ourselves to confuse us or something, so that we had to keep using him.
Well, in fact,
I do have a fairly high survival check, so I mean we could.
In fact, there were 4 directions you could have gone: to the northwest, the southeast, the northeast, southwest, more or less. You had come in from the northwest that way direction, and that's where the bridge was, and then there was the obelisk with the 3 other directions. The party all made various checks to see which way they wanted to go, and with the exception of 2 players, everybody decided southwest was the best way. These 2 players thought northeast was the better way. The party went southwest, did, with the help of the little mechanical bird, find their way home, but they did stumble across the elemental cave on the way home. Retracing your steps isn't going to be that difficult if you were actually there. And if that is your plan, I have something a little special that I've been working on. I'm not sure how well this is going to work. It's a little different from what we usually do, but I'm going to give it a try. So if the party is ready to head back out there, we will move to that section.
Cool.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Let's get on with it.
I'd like everyone to gather here on this rug, so they put their tokens together so I can easily move them to the new map.
Okay, 1 second.
Try
Nice, I
not to
gotta get-
stand on each other's toes.
Gotta get my summons app, too.
Well, your summons isn't here yet, is it? Your Eidolon is.
Yeah, where's the Eidolon? I made him into a snake, and now he's poofed.
Let me see.
I'll just Oh, wait, no, it's a different one now.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Did you want it as a snake?
Yeah, it's the little red snake I got.
All right, hang on. I can do that.
God, man, make up your mind, guy.
Yeah.
I did. The shadow is more of a placeholder. And then I found a whole bunch of good tokens.
No, I'm still seeing it as this, so this is what it is.
What if I refresh?
No, sorry, you're stuck with this, man.
We gotta get going, guy.
Yep. Is there somebody here? Xander. There we go. Quite a crowd tonight. Alright, so let me copy and paste. Copy. And again, I apologize if this comes out a little clunky. Something I'm working on. What I need to do this, I need to do that. Make sure I'm viewing. You should see a big, huge expanse of white space.
Yep.
Yep, that's what we see.
And I just pinged the center of it.
Yep.
You can see that.
I
Yeah.
still see the old tavern.
Oh, there's a map.
Something just got revealed.
Something is about to be revealed.
There's
There we
something.
go.
Yeah.
Oops. That one I do not want because it's got a cave on it. There we go. That's a beautiful starting point. Let me move that to the map layer and paste you all here.
Ooh, yay.
And please do not draw tokens, folks. Not yet, at least.
Sorry about being so finicky about the tokens earlier. I thought we were setting up earlier, but the time differences are still messing with me.
Yeah, there's. We could end up, spending hours building characters, but I'd rather just get into things. And, things aren't always going to be perfect, but, that's why you come back next time and play again and make things a little better. Make a new character if you need to, whatever.
Yeah.
We're just here to
Yeah,
have
didn't
fun.
you change time zones too?
Yeah, I thought I was 2 hours behind, but apparently it's a little different considering I was a bit late.
Well, it is 6 o'clock p.m. Central Time right now.
Okay, so let me do some math. So
What time is it there?
okay, so yeah,
I'll
me
find out.
coming maybe it's my computer that's behind.
So you're in Mountain Time Zone.
So it's 5 o'clock for you?
It is 5.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mountain Time.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you are 2
just
hours
an
behind
hour
us, Matt. And then you're 1 hour
Yeah.
behind Mark.
All
So is it
right.
like 3? Okay, yeah.
So here's a little game that I've been working on. I'm not sure how it's going to work. This is the first time I've even tried to play it. And the objective of this is going to be simply to get off the screen. You're going to try to move one tile at a time in any given direction until the party makes it off the screen. Every tile is going to have a new obstacle of some sort on it. And what I want to know is, among the party, who is making the single most important survival check, or being the tracker, or who is leading to determine which way the party goes?
I mean,
I think
Newman,
I don't
Newman's
know who
probably
has
our
the best
best
survival,
bet.
but I
Newman
would,
has a base of 6 and gets +2 to survival checks when tracking.
I have a plus 16 survival.
And
Okay,
So
yours
if
is
anybody has,
probably the best. Plus
yeah,
16.
Yeah, I got none.
Well,
Kind of how Eidolons work. They just make skill checks
Yeah.
the one
and like
rule,
damage.
is that the same player cannot do it twice in a row.
Vesa will start then.
Is that the
Because-
party's decision?
well, how many checks do we have to make, do you think, does it look like?
It's going to be a minimum of 4 if you go due west
Okay.
or north. I think it's 5 east or south, just because you're like in the corner of the center. This is not the
Over.
exact center.
If we're doing every other one, why don't I start then?
Oh, so you can't make it twice in a row or just twice?
Twice in a row.
twice in a row.
Oh, okay. So you go first.
You make one, then somebody else has to make one, and then you can make one again.
What's your base of survival check?
Probably lower than yours. But I thought that we just couldn't make it more than once.
Mhm.
So I figured I'd just get rid of it because I can only do it once.
Wait, are there a card deck? I'm a little confused.
There is. I'll explain that after we decide who's making the roll.
Okay, I'll make the roll, I guess.
All right. Who is this? Cerveza?
Alex.
Alex.
Do you want to use the one I just rolled?
No. We haven't quite worked this out yet. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be trying to, I guess, as a survival roll, you're going to be trying to track the path. And what's going to happen is you're going to make your roll, Then you're going to draw one card. And this
Okay.
card you have to place and rotate somewhere on the map so it matches one of the 4 directions. You can go north, south, east, west. If for some reason you cannot make a match, you have to take that card into your hand. And next time you have to either use that card or forfeit your turn. That's
And it
more
has-
or less all the rules I've got here. Each new map will have something on it, probably randomly designed, probably something I pick, I don't know. And then you just, eventually the party has to get off the screen. So,
Okay.
we can go ahead and use this roll. It's a good one. You got a 32.
Good.
So you are pretty sure which direction you're going to go. I'm not going to put any limitations on you. You should be able to draw a card directly onto the screen and then place it somewhere in one of the 4 directions.
And what is going to make me choose to place it on one of these 4 directions?
When you put it on the map, you'll see that it can fit. Like there's some paths here.
Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense.
All right, and now you're going to put it next to this, lined up right with it. But
Wait,
okay,
what?
don't move it for a second. Let me do
Okay.
some pings. So you see there's a path here, kinda, that would match right there.
Okay, so like if I put it here, for example, that would work.
Right, because the paths match. You cannot put it here because
Because
the
of the-
river
yeah.
doesn't match.
And you can't
Okay.
rotate it.
You can rotate it. If you wanted to put it here, you could do that.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, but that seems like a path to a river.
yeah, are you able to rotate that?
I can't see a way to rotate it now.
You should click on it, and there would be a little tab off, in this case to the right.
It just says take or take card or flip card.
Just
Left
left
click.
clicking. Regular click, not a right click.
There you go.
There,
I think
okay.
I just
So,
did it.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can
Let's-
flip it around, place it anywhere. So it has to match to what already exists.
Which way did we come from?
And so, what's the point of rolling a high survival check?
It's to see how aware you are of what's going to be in the next room.
I'd just like to ask one small question. How did you manage to end up in the middle of here without having to walk through any of these?
I don't know.
Magic.
Yeah.
Don't ask questions, Dave.
That looks good.
So that's good placement. It's valid because they match. We don't know where the river goes. You are very well aware of what you're going to have to deal with on this next map. And because you rolled very high, I'm going to give you your choice of intelligent or animal.
What?
You can choose intelligent or animal.
I'll do animal.
Animal it is. Give me just a second. Let me put the map down. I am going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Roll me a d6, please. Number 4.
Alex, sit on your butt.
6, 5. Oh, nice indeed. All right, so what the number you rolled allows you to see what is on this map, and you should all be able to see what is on this map. Those of you at home,
You son of a. Is that what I
now
think that is?
see
Oh,
what is
boy.
on this map. You
Lunch.
have not moved into this square yet. As a result, what is on this map does not appear to have noticed you. What would the party like
Rust
to do?
monster.
Eat lunch.
Kill it with fire.
Rust monster.
I would like to figure out what that thing is.
Excellent. You would make me a knowledge nature. I would accept knowledge dungeoneering. I would even accept like a survival.
What about just intelligence?
Straight up intelligence would work too.
It's also worth noting my Eidolon isn't actually out. He would actually probably have it free so I can summon
Oh,
things.
nailed it. I'm just as afraid as I should be.
Very nice. Vesa is fully aware, and I assume he would share this information, that
Yeah.
this is a monster that is particularly well known among the paladins, especially those who have expensive armor, as a rust monster. This insectoid creature lives by finding and eating any ferrous materials. Uh, by touching them, he is able to instantly decay them, turning them to rust, which he then feeds on, and of course this destroys whatever item it's feeding on. So if you're walking up there with a metal sword and covered in metal plate mail, and this rust monster attacks you, you suddenly do not have a metal sword, you do not have a metal plate mail, and you do not have long to live.
So this is a
So
job
what you're
for
saying is it's a-
Fleshman.
This is
What you're saying-
Fleshman's job, yes.
Good news, everyone. If you look, it's stuck on the other side of a river, so it can't even get to us yet.
So let's not go
Can they
that way.
swim?
Or we
No,
could
no,
just
no, no.
kill it.
We could shoot it with arrows or something. They're partly made of wood, so they should at least do some damage.
I could literally just grab it, jump into the water until it drowned.
Well,
Do that.
I mean, to be fair, metal weapons still hurt it. It just if it touches you with its antenna, it rusts you.
I suggest we all shoot that thing.
Well, I move there.
The kobold offers to summon an earth elemental to smash it.
So
No,
everybody
No,
has...
save the summons for something that's actually, able to hurt us.
Okay. The kobold explains he has lots of summons.
Just make your summons like summon them a mile up, and then just let them fall onto it.
Sadly, Pathfinder removed the ability to do that on account of the fact that that made the most effective use of summoning by far was not to actually summon something useful; it was to summon something and drop it on people.
Yeah.
I can only summon 30 feet up now. So sad.
That's
So
still
the
quite a
party-
distance to summon a rock elemental.
Yeah.
The party has full advantage in this situation, and you can all make one move and one standard action before the timer starts. So, if we want to get ourselves in position, cast some ready spells or whatnot. Otherwise, we're going to hit initiative as soon as somebody touches the water, Alex.
Oh,
Numinal, you
I
studied
suggest we do not
target
cross
on
the
it.
water.
It is perfectly valid to not cross the water and not encounter this thing at all.
I think we should just kill
pretty
it.
much, my character basically can't swim.
Huh, that's cute.
I mean, I don't have ranks in it. I think I don't have a very good strength score, and my character's obsessed with fire, so I think it makes sense to just say he can't swim at all.
I have a swim speed, so I could just carry you.
So there's water and there's a rust monster. So Vasa's just gonna stand there.
The kobold just.
I would like to take
walks
the
up and
lead.
pats
I
him.
would like to say that we should stand on the other side of the river to it and shoot at it until it's dead.
The kobold offers to just summon a bunch of eagles to eat it.
I offer just to go over there and eat it.
Hey Alex, go eat it. Just like you
If
can
you
do
want-
it. You can do
I
it.
don't
Like you're
know.
huge. You're 7 feet
I
tall.
feel
It's a
this
little
sort of
bug.
thing would.
You can just walk through the water and drown it.
Yeah, I have a swim speed. I could literally just go over and be like, "Hey, what's up?" And I could grab it and I'll jump underwater with it, and then
He's never said how deep this river is. This could be literally the most shallow river ever.
As long as you don't eat it, I have a suspicion rust monsters are probably really revolting tasting.
The kobold
Probably
explains
not
that rust monsters are a delicacy.
indeed.
I'm actually pretty safe in my dragon plate, but I think I'm gonna store Igneous back in my bag of holding.
Yeah, you just bought that. You just upgraded that. You don't want that getting destroyed immediately.
Yeah, so Numinal study
nobody
target
has-
the monster.
If no one has any objections, I think I'd like to do this.
All right, we have an official first attack. Thanir has fired his crossbow and
And
missed. So I'm going to take it left to right along the line. When we come back to you, David, we will roll initiative. So Matt, you are up next in my list. What are you doing?
Yes. So the kobold takes a 5-foot step over here
Okay.
and also shoots at the monster. All right. Crossbow.
26 is a hit, almost a crit for 6
Nailed
points
it.
damage. Let's see. Cordy is up next. Newman.
Right. So before the shot, before then you're even shot, he study targeted the rust monster, and
I'll
so
allow that. No, you know what? This is going to be the you have to do that for one round, right?
no, it's
Move action, isn't it?
yeah, it can be used as a move action.
All right, that'll be your move action for this turn.
Okay. And he will shoot at the rust monster
Take off your
with this
jacket.
one bow. And he'll just use basic iron arrows.
Newman fires a regular iron arrow, which hits the rust monster, and then you can see the iron tip just instantly begin to decay,
Alright,
and the arrow itself falls to the ground with a little pile of rust. 24 is definitely a hit. Did 4 points of piercing damage. Plus
plus
1,
one.
right?
Yeah.
So a total of 5. There you go. Aramel, it is your turn.
Now, I'm assuming that this is raised, right?
It is.
How high up does it look?
It looks about 10 feet.
Okay. And then it's not raised over here, right?
Yeah, like right here at the max, it is about 10 feet. Here it's probably about 5 feet, and maybe like 1 foot here.
Okay.
Just go with what it looks like.
I'm going to. Guess I have to move a little bit closer.
I mean, if that's the case, can we even see this thing? Or do we have to like arc our?
You see it. I mean,
buttons?
come on. Let's not get too realistic here. This is Pathfinder. Though that is a good question. At some point, I might enforce that, but no, you with your abilities, you saw it. You can see it, and I don't care. And we have a sling attack goes out. What kind of ammunition are you using?
Just regular sling bullets.
Cool. So, bing, or more thunk. 4 points of blunt damage to it, and it actually seems to be getting hit pretty wounded here. Vesa, you're up next.
Vesa does nothing.
I did not even roll initiative.
No, not yet. Xander, you're up.
I guess as my move action, could I put my scythe in my bag of holding?
Yeah.
Quick,
All right.
get out of here.
You've basically got a round here where you're doing whatever you want to do.
All right. I'm just wanting to be at least fair and make sure. So now that that's in my bag of holding, I tie up my bag
Nice
of
and
holding.
safe.
I walk up. Let's see, 5. I'll only go 5 feet,
Okay.
and I'll take a 5-foot step and throw a javelin. It's 55 feet,
So
and a
20
javelin's
is
yeah,
the standard. So 20 and then 40. So you're taking 2 increments.
30
Total
feet is the standard.
Is it 30?
Yep.
So 1 increment. -2 to hit.
Okay.
And you will definitely not
I
be able
crit.
to reuse this
Ah!
javelin.
Nice. Yeah, and the javelin hits, does something amazing, and then turns to rust. What is this amazing thing it does?
Good strike. Do not roll for damage. Instead, calculate max damage.
Not bad.
And multiply that by 2.
6 plus 4, so 10 damage.
And
Plus
double
the
that
rest
for 20.
Yep.
Excellent. That hurt it.
Aha!
You can hear it squeal in pain, and it's like tail starts flailing around.
The kobold cackles.
Nikita, what are you doing?
I'm gonna take a shot from where I am.
All right, you got range. 75 feet. 20 is a hit for 2 points of piercing.
Okay.
Just a glancing blow, but it doesn't destroy your arrow. And I believe Alex is the next one up. What are you doing, Alex?
I mean, seeing as they're quickly dispatching it with arrows, I'll just stay here.
All right.
I guess I'll ready an action if it gets, within melee range.
Sounds like a plan. Give me that red dot for readied action. And then this isn't going to last very long. But I have a new initiative dealie that I'm working on. And if I do this, just a second. There we go. So if everyone would kindly roll their initiatives.
Let's see.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. And let me get the critter in there. There we go. Descending order.
That is a really nice +8 to your initiative, by the way.
And why did this not sort out right?
Thank you.
Descending order. It's not sorting. There we go. All right. So the rust monster is up first. This new thingy is going to keep track of the rounds for us. We are in round 1. As you can see, every time it comes up to the top, which it's not going to do this game, or not this encounter at least, it's going to count up 1 so you can keep track of stuff like that. Plus, the highlighter will move, showing whose turn it is.
That's nice.
I think this was probably the Aaron as well, but I'm not sure. It's just an API script. The Aaron makes some great stuff. There are other good guys out there that make some good stuff too. So the Rust Monster has movement speed that's going to allow him to attack Alex, but it has no idea where any of this mess is coming from. So it is going to try to hide. I'm going to make a climb check to climb down this cliff. Skills.
Watch it fall over and cry.
It's possible.
I mean, it has a lot of legs.
Yep. Nope. So it scurries down this cliff. And it goes running off into these bushes over here. And it is going to try to hide.
I think I can still charge it from here.
And it thinks it is hidden. Y'all pretend you do not see it until it is your turn and you have made a perception check.
But I mean, we saw it move there, right?
Yeah, you know where it is, you just don't know where it is.
Since Newman had used studied target, would he already know it's there or no?
No, it is actually, it probably disappeared from view briefly as it climbed down the cliff. There, you happy?
Okay.
Aramil, it is your turn. If you'd like to make a perception roll to see if you can spot it.
Sure.
You do not. You know the general area. You can make an attack. A ranged attack just into the area probably has about a 25% chance of hitting it. I don't know.
I think it's actually out of my range at this point. Yeah. Guys, I think I went home. Alright, I'm just going to stand guard.
You want a green dot for a full action, red dot for a ready action, or just pass?
I'll just pass.
Xander, it is your turn.
All right, I'm going to make a perception check to see if I can. I kept my eyes on this guy.
Gotcha. You did, but its coloration, it blended right into the background. You have no idea. You know approximately where it is, but you do not
All
see
right,
it.
I'm going to run up 20 feet. And throw another javelin in the area.
Alrighty. Make your attack first.
Where's the initiative
Okay.
on the character sheet?
Where's
Big-
what?
What's that?
Initiative on
Initiatives
the
on
character sheet.
core the same as your ability scores. Like just below that. But
It's also, if you just click your token, it's one of the token actions that pops up, INIT. So, Xander, I need you to make a
Yeah, I'm trying to
D100
I'm trying to
roll.
change the number though.
You need a 76 or higher.
Okay. 1D100.
Yep.
93.
Very nice. That is a hit. Not quite a crit, but you did hit it. You do 10 points of piercing damage. Your weapon is destroyed. But you do see a thrashing of limbs as this thing flips over and its limbs stick up in the air and start knocking at the limbs of the tree, and it is dead.
The kobold
Ah!
collapse.
Congratulations, folks. You have successfully defeated one rust monster. We're back out of turn order, so I'm just moving that thing off to the side there. What are we going to do, folks?
The
I'm gonna
kobold
go-
plot.
I
I'm
vote
gonna go
for not
pick it up.
trying to cross the river.
Why? We should definitely cross the river. I will
Banner
ferry
objects to
people.
rivers, okay?
I'll ferry people across if they need to. Can act as a boat.
How deep is the river, Alex?
I don't know. I look in the water. How deep is it?
Make me a knowledge nature, knowledge geography, survival, or swim check.
Okay, I have a swim speed, so I don't really need a swim check. I'll
You
just
need a-
kind of.
You need a swim check.
So survival.
Alternatively, you could just jump in there with your swim speed and
Yeah, that's what I'm
how far
doing.
down
I'm
you
just
can
gonna
go.
I'm just gonna jump in there and then test how far it is.
All right, but you're
Let's just
gonna,
hope it doesn't turn out to be some sort of deadly rapids.
even with a swim speed, I'm still gonna want a swim check.
I kind of wish I had the feather token anchor.
What is the swim check for? Because I think if you have a swim speed or a climb speed itself, like you just get to do those things.
Because I'm an asshole GM and I like dice.
Okay, then I'll make a survival check.
Survival check.
A second, I have to get there.
I solved one of my character's problems, by the way, and bought scrolls of sparks so I can set things on fire from a distance now.
Good survival check. Alex, you get to determine how fast this water is moving and in which direction.
I get to.
Can you have it be completely still, please?
I mean, no, because that's gross.
Yep. This water over here, the little splotch over here might be still, but the river itself is moving. Is it moving to the north or to the south?
We'll say it's moving to the south.
And how fast?
Normal river speed.
Normal river speed. So
And
you
I don't know
believe-
how fast that is, but
Yeah, you believe that jumping into the river here and swimming over to the side, you can get out here pretty easily.
probably want to jump in like that.
Can you walk through it, or do you have to swim?
It is deep enough in the middle that anybody who's less than 7 feet tall is going to have to swim. Anyone
Can I
who
just
Okay.
hold my breath and walk along the bottom?
Are you heavy enough?
I weigh over 500 pounds
What are you made
with
of?
all of my gear.
He's a beefy boy.
Yeah, lots of gear, much
You're
metal.
gonna get very wet doing that, though.
Yeah,
I would
but
still
I mean,
look for
I got
like a
it.
swim check, maybe a climb check. But
How
I
about
like
just a
dice.
strength check?
I like dice. So Alex is trying to cross.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to cross here.
All right. Let me get another. This one is going to be a swim. Well, you have swim speed, don't you? What is your swim
Yeah.
speed?
40 feet.
You cross without a problem and easily make it to the opposite side because you have to swim against the current. Otherwise, you get swept downstream, but you're easily able to do that. Who's next? I see Kip right here on the edge. Kip, are you jumping in?
Yeah. So what Kip is gonna do is he's gonna pull out his 50-foot rope, and he's gonna use Mage Hand to try and tie it around the stem of one of these bushes here.
All right, so that bush is 25 feet away. Your mage hand goes out, dragging the rope behind it, comes back, and you have exactly the end of the rope in each hand.
It's like, I think it increases like by 5 feet per level.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
you're
does.
you're good.
So it's actually
Also,
30 feet.
you don't weigh much, so you can probably do it
Yeah,
without like
exactly.
ripping it out of the ground.
So can the kobold try that?
Yeah, what are you going to do? Swim, climb? I would accept
So,
engineering.
so basically, he ties the rope around it and then just kind of pulls himself up the rope along the river.
Sounds like a climb to me.
Would the rope give him a bonus?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. He doesn't have very much climb.
That -4 strength.
Yeah, really.
No ranks.
That's why I got the rope. Watch the kobold to get a natural 1, start screaming.
You would just drown and you'd float away.
No, that's when he summons like something so fat it just takes up the whole river.
I don't suppose you can summon anything capable of flying us over. Maybe.
Just-
He can summon little eagles. Probably
Summon,
some sort
like-
of elemental. I don't
Summon
know.
like 15 eagles and just have them clog the river.
Try flying us over by summoning an air element.
I totally could too. Alright, so I got my shitty climb. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's a 2.
Wow.
Guy.
I
Current.
need... with a 2, you're not going to do this. I'm giving you a +5. That's still a 7, so it's not catastrophic. But you're having some difficulty. You are now here, attached by a rope. Let's see, let's give it a nice brown color. To this tree here. But the current is keeping you from actually reaching the shore. It's got you literally holding on to the rope at the end of your strength, and you're paddling away, but you're not making any progress in either direction. You're stuck right in the middle of the shore.
Is it bad that I really want to cut that rope?
Yes. The kobold is screaming and gurgling, like really high pitched.
Xander, you're the next closest. What are you doing?
Where is this? Well, I'd like to try to chop one of these trees down across the river.
This one's the closest. It's pretty
Don't
big.
chop it out to the kobold.
You can't see the kobold. The kobold's under the water.
So I'm gonna go and mosey on down here,
Oh no.
and I'm gonna take out my greatsword and start hacking away at the tree on like this side of it, so it falls
Cool.
into the
I
river.
swear to
Is
God.
this masterwork or otherwise enchanted?
No, just a regular greatsword. So I don't really care if it breaks.
Cool. What kind of skill are you going to be using here?
Let's see. What would be a
I could
good
try and
skill?
sunder the tree.
Survival would probably be the best.
Thursday,
How
we
about
could just try attacking it.
knowledge engineering?
I would accept that. You're getting up there and you're using logic and calculations to find a tree that would fit and cut it down at the right angle.
Actually, what else do I got? There might be something cool. I could intimidate the tree into falling.
You can try.
But,
It'd probably take a while.
If you're an elf, it would work because you'd live long enough.
So Xander sits down by this tree. A couple days pass. A couple weeks pass. Mold's growing on him. They're just staring at each other.
One of these
Hips-
days, I'll
hips
just make a
pruned.
survival. I'll make a survival check to try to kind of figure out which is the best way to cut this tree.
I would accept that. Yeah.
All right. I forgot to click my token. Naturally. Sorry, I forgot when I mentioned that I didn't have that in particular knowledge. I have the class skill. I don't know why I was thinking it.
Gotcha. Nice. You got a 22, which I'm going to say is sufficient. You have now cut this tree across. Make a bridge. Let me find log. Logging trailer. There we go.
See, now if I had engineering, I could have made a logging trailer. Now, would that also help Kip? Because that would actually kind of block up some of the current.
Alternatively, someone could walk onto the thing and try and grab him.
Well,
I mean, he
Xander,
only weighs like 25 pounds, so
He literally weighs 25 pounds.
shouldn't be too difficult for someone to just pull him up.
Aramil, it is your turn. What are you doing?
I question all my life choices that led me to this moment. I guess I try this tree thing.
Cool. If you have enough movement, you're going to be moving. Each square across the tree will count as rough terrain, twice as many, 5 or 10.
How secure is the tree?
That's a good question. What kind of skill would you like to do to assess that?
Do you have knowledge engineering? Because I suspect that's the best one.
I have knowledge trees.
You know, I think with the law skills you can actually get that.
I do not have any knowledge.
Fall back on survival, wisdom, or intelligence.
How about can I perceive how sturdy this tree is?
Yeah, I would allow that. It's based on wisdom. You think that it's not going to last forever, but it'll last long enough. As long as nobody does anything stupid like jump up and down on it or anything, it should be able to last long enough for you to cross. Looks like
it'll take me.
Yeah.
It'll take me 2 rounds either way. So.
Well, if 30 feet puts you where Xander is, and then 10 would be 20, 20 would be 40, you would end up like right here at the end of a double move.
So I will go here this turn and next turn. I don't want to get stuck in the middle.
Good thinking. Do you want a ready action or anything?
I will ready a rope in case Kip starts to go.
So if he can't hold on to the rope, you're going to throw him a new rope to hold on to. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Thanier, you're up.
Okay, so I can make it. So that there would be 25 feet.
What?
Then the rest of it, I could just about make it to there in one move action, I think.
I'm not seeing whatever mark you're making.
Right. Okay, so I could think I could just about make it to there. Would that count as being on the shore or still on the bridge thing?
Technically, you're on both. You're like standing at the point where the bridge meets the shore.
So what sort of effect would trying to do that have on the bridge? And other people trying to get across?
You believe you have made it sturdier.
In that case, that's definitely what I'm going to do.
All right. Newman, it's your turn.
Alright, so let's see. He only has 20 feet. Yeah. He'll just simply move here.
Looks like a single move. Want to take a standard action?
Nah.
All right. Nikita, what would you like to do?
Can I pause just for a minute?
What's up?
I just need to go do something for my daughter, but my next move would be to go to the rope and try to pull Kip up if I'm not back in time.
Gotcha.
Okay, I'll be right back.
The kobold gives them a thumbs up.
And
let go
loses
of the
grip
rope.
on the rope.
Oh no.
Nikita,
Bye.
what are we doing?
Make
We're moving forward?
That really is when the kobold just summons so many fat things.
Yeah,
it just
I'm
clogs the
gonna try
river.
to move towards the makeshift bridge.
Cool. Looks like you've made about a single move so far.
Okay.
I didn't measure exactly.
I wasn't either.
Yeah, looks like about 25 feet.
About as far as you can get is right on top of Xander.
I'll just stand here next to the crowd of people going over.
Excellent. And Vesa, what would you like to do?
Base is going to just slowly saunter his way, and he's not particularly fast, so he's just gonna make a double move.
Cool.
He's gonna go up. He's gonna go up this way.
Okay.
He knows that that tree can't hold his weight, so he's not gonna bother.
All right. And rather than try to remember what order everyone went in, we're just going to go in player order here. So, Vesa, it looks like you got another turn coming.
All right, so he won't be able to complete everything that he's been trying thus far, but he'll take another double move to just get to here. Or maybe here.
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure which, but that area looks like it's elevated.
It is.
So his plan is to jump from there and hopefully land on the shallow area here,
Gotcha.
using
So-
the height to his advantage.
So what was the penalty on your acrobatics again?
I believe with all of the penalties and bonuses stacked together, it's only -1. No,
Oh.
no, that was with the ring, but I sold that ring, so it's -5.
Oh, by the way, so how much do you weigh? I want to know how big the splash will be.
Oh, it's gonna be a quite
Epic.
literal cannonball. So just looking at my armor alone, my full plate weighs 50 pounds. My shield weighs another 15. My sword is, I think, 4, and myself weighs probably 200, give or take 10.
I like where this is going.
So
Vesa,
I mean,
let me ask you something. Would you like to make this a running jump, or are you going to stop and jump next round?
well, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out a scroll case from my backpack, and I'm just gonna chuck it across the water.
Okay.
So that it doesn't get any splashes on it. And I mean, throwing something isn't as nearly hard as jumping over the water.
No, it's
So I'm
not.
just gonna chuck it.
Make a
Um,
ranged attack against yourself, or just a simple dexterity check.
Can I argue that I can make a strength check as a throwing weapon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Throws it into
I
the.
think the standard AC for trying to get something to just land on a square is 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that'll probably do it.
Yep. No
So
problem.
like here.
Cool.
And then I don't think I have enough movement left to actually make the jump, but will you
Yeah.
let me?
I will let you if you make it as a running jump. If we assume that you're running this whole way and are just heedlessly going to leap off this cliff.
All right. Let's do it. I'm assuming that that's going to be an acrobatics.
It is indeed.
Is it
Can I
wrong
argue-
that I want you to fail this?
Can I? Yeah. Well, I mean, can I argue that rather than dex, I use strength because I'm not being fancy. I'm being strong.
Where you're just throwing all your weight into it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would allow that.
Okay. So this is going to be plus 3 on the roll. So that's going to be a 14 minus 5 is 9.
All right, with a 9, Cerveza comes running up this hill and he yells out, what do you yell at?
I'm just actually just kind of yelling. I'm just giving like a really good grunt as I go.
And
Yeah,
he
like in a video
lands.
game.
He barely gets any air. He kind of fumbles. You can see him still running in midair.
No,
as
you're
he-
supposed to jump across, not straight up.
as
Well, the
he
minute
lands
I'm in the air, I
below.
start going straight down.
Yes, like a wily coyote, just boom.
Does he pull out a little sign that says "Yikes"?
As I start falling, I prepare myself to hold my breath.
So I have an important question. Does the splash from him landing in the water hit any of us?
Not yet.
Probably not.
Not yet. However, I did take something of this into account. And let's see, this looks interesting here. So right now, Cerveza and his splash are in the same place. And it is Nick's turn.
All right. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get across this bridge.
Alrighty.
Let's see. That's 15. I can get across. So, would you like an acrobat? I mean, to be fair, would you like some kind of check?
You know
see
I
if I
want to
can-
check. The question is which kind. I would accept acrobatics. I would accept climbing.
I got
I
across without one.
feel like it wouldn't be like a climbing check. So I feel something like, because I got to at least throw some risk into this.
Do it.
I mean, acrobatics is what you use for walking over thin things.
Well, this is also going to be a little slippery because it has water on it. So I'm going to go make an acrobatics check at a -5 here. So we'll
Sounds
see.
good to me.
You can do it.
Try not to land on Kip.
Please. Please, no.
Yes! Yes!
Wow, Nick,
Wow.
you never let me down.
-2.
That is so
Oh,
beautiful.
my
yeah.
God.
So that's a natural one. Glad to see you're on form today.
So
Please. Please,
Nick,
no.
I'm
I'm
giving you
not
full reign here. What is the worst thing that could possibly happen?
No.
to a guy?
To you. What
Bridge?
just happened?
The tree breaks.
I'm going to say I started like running across and I didn't know it was that slippery. So I slipped and just the log went straight between my legs.
Oh, I
Oh.
was afraid you were going there.
Crap. And I weigh probably like with my weight plus my armor, I'm probably like 300 pounds.
Yep.
So I say the force of me coming down and all that force cracks the bridge and I fall into the water.
I
As
like it.
How
That's
much?
exactly what I was expecting
That's
to
pretty
happen
fair.
myself.
And you have basically have a sex change because of your
Oh, no.
how
I
you
don't know.
fell.
I'd argue like a D4 or D6 nut damage.
Yes, I need a D4 nut damage, and I need you to make a fortitude save.
And you need to rename. You need to rename your character. Put the last name Jenner on there.
Yeah,
Oh,
and save a fortitude save. I'm pretty good.
I did not do anything to your pizza.
So I need to take
That's
3
a good
points of
fortitude, though.
I bet the fortitude was to see if he was sickened by getting hit in the nuts. I believe it's a feat you can take to actually do that as an action. Just kick
The
someone in
cool
the nuts
water
with
helped
fortitude
alleviate
save.
the nausea.
well, the water is
Yeah.
cool. That's true.
Face is aware of that.
So -3.
Fanir, I need you to make a reflex save.
Oh no.
9's not going to be enough. I need you to roll me a D8. D8 is this direction. You get thrown off the log, and you're going to land here prone. That's what I like for prone. Let me move the rope behind you. Because we'll come back to the effect you're landing on the rope here in a moment, because I need Kip to make either a reflex save or a strength check. I will let you choose.
Versus what?
Did you take into account that I'm grabbing that rope and trying to pull Kip up?
I
Yeah.
have.
Okay.
Okay, what am I saving against?
Xander.
river?
Save versus Xander.
Okay.
Because
You're probably
log
gonna want to reflex.
washing towards you.
So yeah, the kobold, as soon as he sees Xander, he starts like drown laughing, and then notices Xander falling towards him, and instead starts screaming. All right, let's see here.
Can't kobolds swim, though?
Kobolds can't swim. Kip is a shitty kobold.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't he float on water? Doesn't he kind of lighter than water?
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, 1 second. I'm trying to like find where my character sheet's at.
Yep.
All right.
Saves is
So,
going to be one of your token actions. You can just...
All right. Let's see. Reflex. Oh no.
That's
Yes.
not good.
You see what I said off, Nord?
Yes, indeed. I love having you in my games, Nick. You make so much fun. So Kip, hanging on the end of this rope, is suddenly crashed into by Xander and Xander's tree. Alex, let me get you to make a Let's say a strength or reflex check to either pull him up quickly or in time, or just like brute force him out of the way.
Strength or reflex? Or which one would you prefer?
Up to you. Are you gonna just jerk the ropes as hard as you can, or are you gonna try to, catch him at just the right moment?
Let's see. Where's the... Is it roll? Did it roll?
Did not. There it is.
There it is.
Nice.
Nice. Reflex check.
Awesome.
Beautiful. So what Alex does is, as Xander falls in, he pulls on one side of the rope, and as a result, Kip gets swung over to the shoreline. You're not actually on the shore yet, but you're right in a position where you'll be easily able to grab it as Xander floats past you.
The kobold is happy.
Fnord,
Yes,
I had a ready to action to throw the rope. Can I throw it to Xander?
you certainly can. And Alex, I need you to remove your red dot.
Oh, yeah.
So Irmo,
Was it just a ranged attack?
Yeah, I would accept that. You're just throwing the rope, trying to hit Xander with it.
Good luck holding his weight.
Sorry, Xander, I tried.
Slaps me in the back.
Yeah.
This is why I avoided all of you.
Diana, what would you like to do? Or Nikita?
Well, I was gonna go across the bridge, but seeing that Xander kind of broke that.
Well, he's still got it with him. I mean, both pieces of it.
They're helping him not drown.
I have an idea. If you're any good at acrobatics, you could try to make 2 jumps where you jump onto his head, then onto the other side.
I was thinking about that.
That's teamwork right there.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it.
I have to see. Did we choose that?
The kobold is chanting, do it.
And like drowning, half chanting.
Yeah. He's coughing up water, laughing, and chanting, do it, while also screaming.
The occasional scream of just like cold-blooded murder. And then back to laughing.
Let's see, soundtrack that plays inside every GM's head all the time.
Okay.
I'm
Do you
sorry,
want me to make 2?
Nikita?
Since I'm hopping onto Xander's head and then to the other side?
Oh, that's what you're doing.
Oh my.
Would you like me to do
Yes.
it twice?
Make a second roll. First one, you land on Xander's head,
I can't believe you're actually doing this. It's
Oh my God,
amazing.
yes.
Oh my god.
and you even
Flip.
do a flip through the air or something. So go ahead and place yourself on the other side and tell us how that looked.
She did some crazy barrel roll in the air, landed on his head, did another one, and landed on the other side of the bank.
Nice. Very, very, very acrobatic. So go ahead and place yourself somewhere in the vicinity of the other bank. And that is going to make it Alex's turn.
Okay, I'm just going to continue pulling on the rope, trying to get... oh, no, he's already up, isn't he?
He's at the shore. If you were pulling him again, he'd land. You could pull him onto the shore.
Oh, it looks like he's on the shore here. So, I mean,
It does.
I'll just continue trying to secure him from leaving. And what's happening to Xander?
Xander's floating downstream.
Floating, holding my nuts.
Oh.
Or
Okay,
the log
so-
so you don't drown.
How heavy
you.
is Xander?
Very.
A little lighter than Cerveza, but not by much. The person is 200 pounds, and the armor and everything probably adds like another 75 to 80.
I still think the way that the strength works is I can still drag.
In the water, he's a lot lighter too.
Yeah, so holding on to the rope, kind of letting it, loosely in my hands, I'm going to run and jump in, holding onto the rope still.
Kip doesn't have that good a grip. If you were to move, you would have to either let go of the rope or that he would just fall off it.
Well, the
Okay,
kobold
but
isn't really tied to it. He'd probably just let go of his rope.
There wasn't room to tie to it. You're just holding on to each end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but is Kip gonna let go now that Kip's like kind of safe, or
He's still
The
in the water.
kobold.
You do know if he lets go, then there's not really much securing the rope in place anymore.
Well,
It was-
he tied it to the bush.
yeah, it's tied to the bush.
I thought he just sort of looped it around it.
It
No,
is
he tied
looped
it.
around.
Okay, well, regardless, I'm gonna run without the rope, I guess, and try
Alright.
to jump in and grab Xander,
So
Okay.
drag Xander out.
you release the rope, which is still looped around the bush, so Kip's not going anywhere. You're going to jump into the water, and you're doing what with Xander?
Just grabbing Xander and pulling Xander out.
Cool. Let's go with a grapple check against him.
Grapple.
Yeah,
Okay, remember there's a +8 to this. Whoops.
you're good at grappling, which is a good thing
Or,
because
yeah,
that
it gets
plus
his
8
+10.
plus 10 gives you an 18. Well, now you're holding on to Xander. Xander's probably, I don't know, holding on to you. It depends on how much he values
Yeah.
his life versus getting.
No,
His nuts.
my nuts hurt, man. I'm holding on to those bad
I think it
boys.
might
I'm
even
just like
be
I'm trying to
higher.
splash wave water into them through
Did
my
that-
suit
Make
of
the
armor.
fortitude save. You should be able to tough it out.
Did that succeed? Because I think it's even higher. I think it's
Walk it off.
Let's succeed. You've grappled him.
Okay, it's
Ah.
actually a +14 now.
To be honest, he probably wasn't trying to resist anyway.
Thanner, you find yourself laying like on your back with your legs up in the air inside this little bush. You see this rope with a kip at the end of it tied around this bush. What are you going to do?
I'm going to resist the urge to destroy the rope and stand up.
Oh,
All right, standing up for a move.
Yep.
What else are you going to do?
So, don't think there's really much else I can do because I don't have nearly enough strength to actually, do anything to anyone.
All right, so you're passing.
Actually, no. I'm going to move over here and try and pull him on shore a bit,
Ah, excellent.
even though it probably won't work. I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
oh no.
How about just a simple strength check, or something else to try to pull him in?
She could literally pick the kobold up and put him in her
Yeah,
backpack.
he doesn't weigh
Keep him.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
but
is
my
really
character has
strong.
8 strength.
It doesn't matter. You could
If you
literally.
use 2 hands, no
Yeah.
problem.
You
If your drag
appreciate the
strength
help
is above
he's given
50.
you, but he's not
Yeah.
very helpful. Matt, you're Kip, so Thanier's reaching out, giving you a hand. You think you could probably help yourself by taking his hand, or just climbing up onto the shore with a climb check, or some other thing that I haven't thought of. What are you doing?
Okay, so the kobold was gonna reach out for Thanier, but then he saw the elf chick jump on top of Xander's head. So now he can't stop laughing enough to actually grab his hand. So he does nothing. He's just laughing too hard.
Cool. So you're still dangling down there. You're not taking Thanier's hand. Let me get
He's trying to. He's trying so hard, but he can't.
Let me get a strength or fortitude check from you. It's going to be fairly easy at this point.
All right. Let's see. He's got no strength, so we'll go fortitude. That's pretty good.
Nice. You're in a fairly stable condition. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Newman, what is Newman going to do? Newman is muted.
I think he reloaded because he.
Yeah, his mic thing isn't on.
Oh yeah.
No, man, unmute yourself.
Nope, we don't hear you.
No.
You're just not even broadcasting.
Yeah, you gotta change your Roll20 settings or refresh.
Yeah, this happens to Cordy every now and then.
Yeah.
Refreshing worked for me.
So
Yeah.
Cordy will come back to you. Go ahead and do a refresh or whatever you need. Aramil, it is your turn.
Can I just do the laugh and point thing as well? And
You
just
absolutely can, yes.
because I don't think there's any way I'm not diving in after them. And,
So, how do you plan to get across now?
one step at a time.
You should probably start thinking about
Step 1, not dying. Um,
I'm really glad I made it across.
Right?
can I jump on Xander's head and flip across?
Oh my god.
Absolutely, yes. You can do that. That's what Nikita did, so there's no reason
Do I get
you
an
can't.
attack of opportunity?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't think my acrobatics is as good.
As soon as he tries to jump on Xander's head, I'm gonna use an attack of opportunity to just like bat him out of the way. I don't want him jumping on the guy I'm holding's head.
He'll stick to you.
This should be good.
I'm not actually going to do that. I'm just going to hang out. And
I was kind of hoping
this
you
plays
would,
out.
because that would be funny. You just jump and I just swat you aside.
All right, last call.
No, I'm good.
All right, and Newman, I guess you're going to have to type. Tell us what you're doing. Now he's not here at all. Nope, now he's typing.
There it is.
Check you've got it set to broadcast under the options.
Mm-hmm.
This is Cordy's system. It does this. Xander and Alex are in the water, grappling with each other, being pulled downstream, while Kip is in the water, laughing, hanging onto a rope tied around a bush, while Cerveza is rapidly sinking to the bottom of the stream.
And the bridge got broken.
Yep.
So that option for crossing is no longer there.
Way to ruin it for everybody. Except me.
Gosh.
I made it across.
Except for the paladin who's just kind of face planting through the water as hard as he can.
Out of curiosity, Nick, what is Xander's intelligence?
Believe it or not, it's actually 13.
Okay, because combat's feet, I assume.
Well, actually, I was thinking of taking him down the prestige class of Eldritch Knight,
Oh, okay.
but I never. I just figured straight up fighter.
Well, Newman, that particular tree is 60 feet away, so you could do that, but you wouldn't have hold of the end of the rope when it hits. You would just have an arrow sticking into the tree, and then the end of the rope would be washed away in the water.
I mean, we could try to hold the rope, other end of the rope by him somehow.
Time's ticking.
What would happen if he stood on one end of the rope while he fired the other end?
Then it would reach the
Like
end of the
attach
rope
it to
and
his
just sort of
leg?
go boom and just stop.
Yeah.
Unless you
I
have
think
like a
even gnomes
catapult.
way too much for that.
We
Yeah,
a
you need like a
catapult.
catapult, something heavy.
Oh, didn't you know, Fnord? I had a catapult on my back the whole time.
Oh yeah, I remember that. So you have probably
Yeah.
drowned at this point.
Yeah, okay. I
Yeah,
catapulted.
this would be a really good scenario if we still had that ladder of ours with us.
Yeah. It's kind of really heavy.
The sad thing
Also,
is,
I don't
could
think it's
actually
long
have the
enough
ladder
either.
now.
It's probably not long enough.
All right, are you holding on to your end of the rope or not? Yes, you are. No, you are not. Ties some rope around his waist, shoots the other end with an arrow to the other side. So, calling it about a 10-foot loss, you're going to get about 40 feet. The arrow is going to reach just to this group here.
He has a move as well, I think, if he wants to.
This is true.
Yeah, you could just try moving closer first.
Yeah, your bow has 70-foot
But
range,
the
but
rope
he only
doesn't.
has 50 feet of rope. Part of it's being tied around your waist, part of it's being tied to the arrow, so I'm saying roughly 40 feet. Are you going to shoot it at Nikita?
I'm making an attack.
Shoot it at this tree. Shoot it at that tree. Make a ranged attack against yourself. Nice.
I think you
wasn't
make
expecting that to work. But it does, and the arrow sticks into the tree. You're not sure how sturdy it is, but you do now have a rope You pull it fairly taut. It seems to be in there. So Newman has placed a rope. Aramil just went, so it's my turn. Vesa's splash moves downstream. Vesa
Is that just a
himself
wave?
moves downstream. Alex and Xander and the tree move downstream. Xander, because this is all your fault.
You love it. Come on.
I
Don't
do.
lie.
I do. I love this. I mean, you tell me anybody who made this game, who programmed it for like mass market, sent it out on DVD to people to buy and play at home, who would have planned to build this into a game? Nobody.
It's all right.
Just happened. Xander, you're being pulled off this map and onto another one. So I need you to draw a card and play it there where you're about to be.
What if it has no water?
If you are unable to play that card, you have to take it into your hand and try again until you can. The number of cards in your hand is going to be the negative to any roll that you make until you get to safety.
Oh, all right. That sounds fun. I love this game. Draw one card.
You should be able to draw it and just drop it right onto the map. I think you can pull it out of your hand and draw it, just drag and drop. Yeah, like that.
Oh, there.
Well, that was my doing.
Oh, okay.
So if you
let's
click
see.
on the little one above your player icon, it'll open up, and then you can drag the. There you go. So there's
So that's what that is.
Yeah.
Okay, so
There's no
take
water,
card.
so you got to take it and draw another one.
There we go.
Oh,
Water.
Oh no!
Hi, guy.
Nice.
Then suppose you could flip that upside down and have it still fit.
Does that really fit? I don't know. You make the ruling on that. That's kind of.
That does
If you
not.
rotate it,
I'm going to say it fits because it sort of fits, but it's not a perfect match. These are Mad Cow Chef's tiles.
I would call that.
I mean, I could technically flip it, but that seems so much like fun.
No,
right
because
here.
wait,
the
no,
wall-
you couldn't. Sorry, you can't flip it because they've already decided which way the water's flowing.
Right.
Yeah.
And
you know
I
what?
think that I think
Oh,
that
yeah,
works.
okay.
Why not?
No,
I
that's
think that it seems like
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yes, indeed.
So after you all drown, what new characters do you plan to play?
I'm
I
not
have
gonna
like
drown.
50 already made.
Xander might drown. I'm not gonna drown.
All right. So y'all are approaching this waterfall. Cerveza, you have been swept downstream slightly.
Yeah, because I assume from that jump, I just straight up hit the bottom,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't move very much.
You are moving slowly, and we're assuming you're holding your breath. And
Yeah.
you have a surprisingly long number of rounds to do that, so we're
Isn't
not
it
gonna worry
ridiculous
about
how long you can hold your breath for? It's like
It's like
there are rules.
I
a
mean, in
minute.
fairness,
It's a minute per Constitution bonus or something.
okay, that is absolutely ridiculous.
It
Yeah.
is.
I was going to say, I mean, holding it for a lot of rounds would make sense because rounds are really short, but
Yeah. So at this point, I think he'd just like to make a strength check to walk along the bottom and just like get out of the water on the other side.
Just sort of pull a Godzilla, just kind of
Yeah.
striding up out of the water. Sure, I would
Yeah,
take
like
that.
a Pacific Rim sort of moment.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he's
straight up
gonna
strength.
go for that. No Emmys.
Come on, natural
All right.
roll
Oh,
I'm gonna,
one.
no. I'm gonna spend a
no.
brownie point. I'm gonna spend a brownie point to reroll that.
Are you
Oh
sure?
no! Come on.
Yeah.
You want it.
No, I want to get to the other side.
this is like the best thing ever. Just do
I'm gonna
it.
brownie point it to get to the other side. I'm gonna reroll.
All
I'm gonna
right.
go back on giving him that brownie point. I'm no
That
longer
is,
gonna nominate him.
A 15 strength check.
15 is barely sufficient. So you're all covered in muck and mud and seaweed. You probably got a fish in your helmet, but you do come out of the other side. That takes your entire turn.
I was so hoping he was going to get stuck in the mud.
Nah.
He would have if he hadn't used that brownie point.
Yeah.
Xander, you have just enough awareness of your surroundings to know that Alex is frantically trying to grab you before you go over this cliff. You're probably grabbing something yourself. What are you doing?
I'd like to kick off. I got this bridge. Like I got two pieces floating next to me, essentially. So I'd like to try to kick off one of the pieces and try to give myself a boost to try to go towards this side of the shore.
All right. Yeah, I'll allow that. So I think ultimately I'm looking at a swim check here.
Swim check? Okay. Let me see here. Let me get to it. Swim. Oh, this is going to be good. Alright, token. I always forget the token. Yep.
9's not good. You do kick the log away, and you hear it crashing as it goes down the
Oh, God.
thing. See if I can shrink it. And, like, shreds to pieces. Pieces, you say? But you're not able to escape Alex's grasp, and you're still trying as hard as you can. At best, you're maybe able to switch positions with him. Let's say that's what happens. You know that next round you are going over this edge.
Now, can I try to swim in the opposite direction with him clutched?
On your turn. Diana, Nikita, I mean, what would you like to do?
Well, there's enough guys on this side of the bank. I could probably try to shoot an arrow with the rope tied around it.
And I forgot to
Like
have that rope there.
on my side.
And what are you going to shoot
So
it
it'll
at?
float down to the dudes, to
Okay.
Xander and Alex, and then they could grab on, and the dudes on my side could help me pull them out.
Sounds good. So you're tying the rope to the arrow, and you're going to shoot the arrow kind of into the water where Xander and Alex reach it.
Yeah, without trying to hit them.
Should be easy enough. Kind of lob it over their heads. Make a ranged attack against yourself.
Is Alex currently holding Xander?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I got some.
Not bad. You could have done better. Your rope has actually gone off. Let's see. Running out of rope colors here. Let's go with this one here. I don't think I'll use that one. Your rope actually goes over here somewhere. And
So essentially, I'm giving it to the other bank.
yeah. And you know, if you drag it back, its end will be in the water.
Okay.
Let's actually put it more like there, so Alex has a chance to grab it.
Okay.
Which he can do now, being that is his turn.
Okay, well, I guess I'm going to try to grab the rope with one hand and swim up this way
All right.
and kind of
Since you
throw
have this,
Xander on the shore. Since I'm pretty confident in my ability to swim, it's mostly Xander that I'm worried about. So I'm going to try to throw him on to the shore and see what happens.
and you said you're grabbing hold of this rope.
I mean, maybe not. I'll just try to throw him on the shore and then try to swim up.
All right, so you're not grabbing the rope, right?
Well, it seems easier to try to just, I have him grappled. I'm swimming, so using one of my hands to grab the rope would, be harder to swim and harder to hold him, it seems. So.
Gotcha. Let's make it a grapple, kind of the equivalent of maybe a bull rush, or there's another move where you move somebody. Something like that. We're assuming Xander is okay with this. We're just looking for basically 1s and 20s. If you succeed,
I don't know why it's doing that.
Doing what?
It's doing attack notes, roll 20 editor.
Oh, at the bottom there. I don't know. That is weird.
And it is a plus 14 to grapple now that I've leveled up. So
Yeah, I'm reading it as a +6.
oh no, see where it says CMB notes?
Oh, +10. So that's going to be a 14.
Yep.
You might want to change that. And look in your attack notes section. There's like 4 boxes in there somewhere. Maybe that's where that's coming in.
So that's going to be a 26.
Cool. And Xander goes floop up onto the shore.
And then I'm just going to continue swimming
Cool.
onto the shore myself.
Looks good to me.
I was kind of hoping it for him to dramatically go over the cliff and for me to hold on to him. That'd have been great.
Geronimo! Shit!
And then the
Hey,
kobold.
look. Hey guys, there was a bridge about 20 feet that way that we didn't see for some
Oh my
reason.
god.
You all wanted to cross the
irony.
river.
Aw.
In my defense, I was the one who said we shouldn't cross the river.
There was that. So Newman, you've got an arrow and a rope in your hand. What are you going to do with that?
He's going to walk down to the bridge, probably.
You going to leave your rope there?
We can reel it in from the other side.
Yeah, just go around the kobold just says to go around the other side.
And how about you, Aramil?
Oh, bridge, definitely.
Cool.
Uh,
He's going to try and pull himself across the river? You just jump in the river, get totally soaking wet for absolutely no reason. All right. Let's go with climb. I would accept acrobatics. I would accept swim. Just lose the bridge, you silly fucking gnome. So, Cordy, I'm waiting for a roll or something. There we go, survival check. Well, Newman is now dangling at the end of his rope here. And the water is starting to drag him to the south. The rest of the party. Anybody who wants to jump in? Are we going to be going which direction?
Jump
I think
in.
we continue to head west.
Yeah, west is fine.
I suggest this way. That's west, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Also, I suggest that we try and pull Newman out of the water first.
I'm gonna pour half my water skin right down my shorts. It's still really painful.
The kobold is still you got enough water on your balls, but
Not enough. No, it's never enough for that.
also the kobold is still casually floating in the water.
Oh wait, we got a ray of frost wand. I run to Theodir. Freeze my ball! I need ice.
Numb my balls. Oh man.
Here, please touch my balls and cure them.
So I believe at some point Thanir's just going to become a hairdryer and blow down Vesa and the kobold and dry them off.
Oh my.
It's one of the many, many uses of prestidigitation is that I can just dry people off. It's the
Yeah.
best spell.
Yeah,
Be
precision
all
is awesome. I
sparkly.
wish summoners could get it.
Newman,
Get a wand?
Newman, I
maybe?
need you to make me a climb check.
Don't fail it, Newman.
Or swim. I would accept swim. Climb or swim. Nope, Newman's sort of still out there in his rope. Are we going off the northern west, or are we going south and west? Oh,
Probably
sorry,
just
YouTubers.
west.
Right, is south... Is... Well, we're basically
I
in the
would-
dead center of the map when we started.
I would try to go off
Because
of
if we
this
were,
map
it would
right
actually
here.
make sense to go from this way, because that way we're both slightly
Yeah.
further south and slightly further west,
And
and we
there's
just
a
need to
path.
reach the edge of the map.
There's a path right here, and
Oh,
that's
yeah.
where I would.
Yep.
I mean, it seems like it's going to be easier to match a tile with a path.
True.
Vesa and Aramil are both on paths. Those would be acceptable. You could even follow the river and go south, but you'd need water.
Yeah,
I
I
think we
suggest
should
we
just-
keep away from the river from now on. It's more likely to kill us than whatever we find inside the dungeon is at this rate.
It is just very slow.
Just to clarify, how long do I hold on to this? Was I supposed to immediately play this this old card that I wasn't able to use?
Oh,
am I
just
supposed
hang
to wait?
hang on to it for now.
Just wanted clarification on that.
If you want to use it, you would say that you're the person making the survival check to move the party to the next space, and then you would play that card.
Okay, well, unfortunately mine is a useless tile because it literally makes a loop. Oh,
So,
the fun of it.
which direction is the party going? Are we going north with Cerveza? Are we going south with Aramil? And who is the person making these survival roll?
I'll follow after Cerveza.
Yeah, so Alex said go west. So
Yeah.
I'm just going west. If he says go southwest, I will go southwest.
Well, I think we should go off of this tile, but still go
Okay.
west.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we should.
So Vasa's gonna make his way down.
Cool.
Did we pull
Yeah,
Newman
can
out of the
someone
water
please
yet?
pull Newman out of the water? I'd do it, but I don't have very good strength.
Can someone
I
help
think
pull
he
the
needs to
kobold in the
prove
water?
something right now.
The
I
kobold
thought
is
we'd
also
already got the
in the
kobold
water.
out of the water.
Kobold's out the water.
Oh, cool. Then he's collecting his rope.
Oh, I
We
grab
should
a
all
branch
probably
and tie
do that.
Newman's rope to it, and now I'm fishing with Newman. As bait.
You catch a shark.
And Nikita, I assume you're pulling your rope in. There we go. Newman, is anybody actually, are you going to pull him in, or are you just going to leave him to dangle?
The
Is there
kobold.
anything biting?
Not yet.
The kobold is completely indifferent to the gnome. In fact, it seems like he's trying to emphasize that.
I'll try to pull him in.
Cool. Newman, do you want to go back to the shore? If so, move yourself onto the shore. Otherwise, cool. Very good. All right. And Alex, I believe you made the previous survival roll way back when?
Yep, unless you're counting the one from falling into the water and
No,
going towards the waterfall.
the one that set up the whole rust monster thing.
That was me.
Cool. So you cannot make this next roll. I need somebody else to make a survival check, or I would take knowledge, nature, geography, local, whatever, to see what's in this next tile. Whoever does that is going to be the one to draw it.
Who's got the second highest survival?
Definitely not me.
Who has survival above 10?
Above 10? Not me.
Above 5.
I have
Oh.
a 5.
Kip has just made a survival check. Of
Okay,
11.
Kip's got it.
Kip, I need you to draw a tile and place it to the west here, if at all possible.
Let's see here. Here we go.
Very good.
Oh,
Can you
cool.
make that match?
Oh, sorry.
You got to rotate somehow. Yeah,
can't
there's
get
only
away
one
from
way
the
that
water.
can match. There's only two ways. But
The kobold has pulled the worst tile.
And it's actually going to be over right there.
The water just comes out of nowhere.
All right, so you're going to have to rotate it, but it will fit.
yes,
Are you able to rotate it? You should have a little tab.
Oh, I can. Oh, okay. I didn't know I was still doing it.
I don't know.
Let's see here. That should fit, right?
That fits.
that rotates.
There we go.
The only thing you had to match was this path here, and you've successfully done that. This is the next map.
Ooh.
And there's
Why
a
is
lot
there
of
so
work.
much water?
Because I'm in the party.
And
Well, the-
Kip, I would like you to roll me a D. Let me check something real quick.
I can't select my kobold anymore.
Because he's under the map tile.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Let me fix that.
Okay.
There we go.
Thank you.
Give me a D6, please.
Like a D6.
I got a 2.
2. Wow. All right, hang on just a moment.
So they like a water dragon explodes out of the water or something.
I didn't think dragons came in water.
Black
Oh, you're like
dragons.
ice dragon.
You can get
Dragon-
ice dragons.
Dragons come wherever they.
Wherever they want.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Is that how half
Indeed.
dragons are made?
Yeah, I don't think there are.
There's literally like a half
I suppose
horse,
there
half
are some with
dragon,
a
so-
swims. Oh, I meant proper dragons.
Yeah, a dragon making a half horse half
True
dragon would be a very
dragons.
proper dragon.
No. I meant true dragons don't come in water type. Although I think some of them do have a swim speed.
Black dragons can swim.
Yeah.
I think also green dragons might be able to swim.
No,
Maybe.
black
Could be
dragons kind
wrong.
of. I think there's
Blue
there's
dragons
probably-
can burrow.
blue dragons burrow. What do bronze dragons have?
They have
Nothing.
burrow. They also have jump.
All right, folks.
I think one can climb. Yeah.
What's
Anyway.
the next map?
Yeah, I just realized that we're at an hour and a half on this one, so I'm going to do the break thing. We'll come back in 5 minutes, and that'll be part 3? Part 4?
Yep.
Part 3, I think. And so we'll come back to that in about 5 minutes, folks.
All right, sounds
It's going to
good.
take us a long time to reach this dungeon, isn't it?
Yeah, no
Yeah.
kidding.
That's the
Well, as
fun
long
of
as we don't hit any more rivers.